You know, staying in the gym, you can't walk past the mat without, without having to get on. So yeah, it's been.
Did you probably think like it would maybe last like a day or two, let alone several weeks, months?
No, I mean, when Conor says he's going to do something, he does it, and he's all in. I mean, that's one of his best qualities. When he chooses to do something, he's all in on it. So. You know, I'm sure he has the room nice. I haven't seen the room, but I'm sure he has it nice. It's probably nicer than my room at home. But like, you know, when he sets his mind to something, he's.
Max's discipline is beyond compare. Like that motherfucker trains hard. You might train just as hard, but there ain't harder. There ain't harder.
The craziest one was when he put it on Calvin Cater, and he was.
He was
just
there.
talking.
Yeah, we was there.
I'm the best boxer in the UFC.
Time.
If he somehow or another sparks out Max in like the first round, do you know how big he becomes?
He's right back.
Right back.
Right back.
I mean,
he's right back. Him and Justin Gaethje, the biggest fight in the history of the known universe.
That would be sick.
They go for the BMF title at 170.
Right.
Connor's like, I don't want to cut any weight.
Right.
That fight would be crazy.
My only concern is his size. Like Max.
And if he starts talking to Conor like that in the middle of the fight and teeing off on him, if Conor gets tired, it could get rough.
Look at his last fight with Dustin. I mean,
the difference is Conor, I don't give a f if he's 39. I don't care how old he is. That dude's got the touch.
Yeah, he does.
He's got the touch of death.
And he's very accurate.
And he's accurate and he's fast as and when he's sprinting, he moves quicker than anybody.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't do that for 5 rounds, but if he does it and cracks you, you're on Foxville. Look what he did to Aldo. Who the f***'s ever done that to Aldo? That's the touch.
Do you think there's any chance that Conor wrestles him? I think Conor might try to wrestle him a little bit.
That's what Nate said. All of a sudden he wanted to turn into a wrestler.
Fight?
Maybe looking at that and then maybe seeing that that's.
I don't see that.
Well,
I think Max has got to put it on him a little bit, and then he'll shoot because he's not in it for.
This Conor McGregor fight in July is going to be fucking bananas. It's going to be bananas. I mean, people are going to go crazy for the return of Conor McGregor because he's a giant personality.
But don't expect the same thing.
How could
you
it
just
be?
can't.
He hasn't fought in 5 years,
That's
right?
exactly it.
It's been 5 years.
But that's the problem.
It might be more.
Because they're going to all expect that.
I think it is a little over 5. It's almost 6, I think.
It might be 6 at the time of the fight.
It might be. I think it's 5. I think it's 5 right now.
Are we expecting to see a Conor that looked like Nate this last fight? Or are we expecting to see a better Conor than someone that looked like Nate? Because Nate did not look good.
No, but Mike Perry did.
And
Mike Perry looked like a fucking murderer.
You know what I mean? Like
Mike Perry is a murderer.
He's a murderer.
And this
such a savage.
You take a look at that, and when you're taking an older fighter, which Nate is now, and you're
21. You're 5 fucking years ago, July. So it literally will be 6 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
But when you're
it'll be 5 years. It'll be 5 years.
When you're taking a younger fighter and putting them against the old dog, it normally doesn't end well for the old dog.
We're really going to find out what's going on if it gets into the 2nd and 3rd rounds. That's when we're really going to find out.
We'll know.
We'll know immediately.
At that point.
But I mean, whether or not he can really fight for 5 rounds. Like against a
don't
guy
know
with
if he can, man.
With a great gas tank.
Yeah.
Max says.
After 5 years of tearing your body up.
You don't know, right? Because it's all in a vacuum. Like there's some training footage of him beating guys up that you've seen, but who knows what he actually has been.
Everything about him. I mean, when you think about it, throughout the history of fighting, tell me somebody who came back after this big of a layoff. I mean, Ali took 3 years, and he wasn't the same when he came back. And I think that these are the kind of challenges that a guy like McGregor likes. If he wins on Saturday night, he will do something that nobody has ever done in any combat sport after such a layoff. 100%. Whoever wins on Saturday night, it's a big win and a big, what's the word I want to use here? I guess it's a big step up in their careers, especially at this point in time. I mean, these are 2 guys that have done it all. So, I got like 5 scenarios in my head if Conor.
Watch the footage of Joe Rogan trying to keep a straight face while Conor McGregor and Max Holloway went back and forth on a video call, and you get a pretty clear picture of what he's actually dealing with heading into UFC 329. McGregor is a mad guy in the best and worst sense of the phrase. Chaotic, unpredictable, impossible to script around. And Rogan, sitting in the middle of that call trying to referee 2 of the sport's biggest personalities, spent most of it just trying not to laugh. That call, filmed weeks before Fight Week and aired during the UFC's Freedom 250 event, gives one of the clearest windows into how Rogan actually reads this fight, separate from the pure hype and the endless stream of recycled reaction videos flooding the internet right now. McGregor and Holloway dialed in from opposite sides of the world, McGregor from Ireland, Holloway from Hawaii, and the two of them spent several minutes talking over each other, while Rogan sat in between, clearly enjoying himself. McGregor opened with the kind of confidence that's defined his entire career. "No disrespect, Max. You're not going to lay a glove on me," he said. "Even if you do, I'm going to laugh in your face. It's another world here against me, and it's another world at this weight. I'm going to come out of this bout unscathed and in all glory." Holloway wasn't about to let that sit unanswered. "We talk about ancestors, we talk about warriors, but I'm the Hawaiian warrior, brother," he fired back. "I'm going to touch your face over and over again, brother." Rogan, doing his best to mediate, got pulled directly into the exchange more than once. When McGregor referenced Holloway's old claim to be the best boxer in the UFC, things got sharper fast. "He says he's the best boxer in the UFC? I'm gonna box his ears off with my hands down," McGregor said. Holloway didn't hold back either, referencing McGregor's history in the boxing ring against Floyd Mayweather. "You ain't going to box nothing," Holloway said. "We saw the last time what happened in boxing." At one point, McGregor turned directly to Rogan for backup, saying, "Joe, Max is my child, excuse his potty mouth. Excuse his rudeness, Joe," treating Rogan almost like a referee, being asked to make a call mid-argument. Rogan also asked Holloway directly about stepping into an entirely new weight class for the first time in his career. "Brother, this is just another fight," Holloway told him. "You keep talking about weight this, weight that. I've been the smallest guy in my gym most of the time throughout my career, so I can't wait for it, man." It's a small moment, but a telling one. Holloway wasn't dismissing the size jump so much as reframing it as something he's already comfortable with, a mindset that lines up closely with the reasoning Rogan would later give for favoring him in the actual fight. That's the version of mad guy energy that's actually documented on tape, not some invented soundbite, but the real, chaotic personality that's made McGregor the biggest draw this sport has ever produced. Rogan clearly enjoys being in the middle of it, and it's easy to see why. Few fighters in UFC history have ever been this comfortable talking themselves into a corner and then talking their way right back out of it. But entertainment value and an actual prediction are two very different things, and this is where Rogan's real take gets more interesting than the trash talk alone suggests. Separate from that video call, in comments explaining how he actually sees the fight playing out, Rogan pointed to something the chaos of that call can't paper over. "This Conor McGregor fight in July is going to be bananas," Rogan said, describing the pure spectacle he expects surrounding Fight Week. Nobody's arguing with that part. Resale tickets have reportedly climbed as high as $88,000 for a single seat, and this remains one of the most anticipated events in UFC history regardless of who wins. Where Rogan's actual reasoning kicks in is when he explains why he leans toward Holloway despite all of that hype. "The thing is about Max Holloway is that he isn't that much younger than Conor, but Max has been in constant high-level competition the entire time," Rogan said, laying out the core of his read on this fight. "McGregor hasn't competed since breaking his leg against Dustin Poirier at UFC 264, a stretch of over 5 years. Holloway, in that same window, has fought 8 times, including a run at the BMF title and a win over Poirier himself. Whatever chaotic, mad guy energy McGregor brings to a video call, Rogan's point is that it doesn't automatically translate into cage-tested sharpness after 5 years away from live competition. There's also the weight class detail Rogan specifically raised, and it cuts in a direction a lot of casual analysis misses. This fight happens at welterweight, meaning Holloway won't need to cut weight to make it into the cage. This is 170 pounds, which is even better, no weight cutting at all, Rogan said, adding that given how high-profile the fight is, Holloway is going to walk in already in peak condition, without the physical toll a hard weight cut usually takes heading into a 5-round main event. That's an angle worth sitting with, because most casual breakdowns assume the size jump automatically favors the bigger, more experienced welterweight in McGregor. Rogan's argument flips that, framing the lack of a weight cut as a genuine structural advantage for Holloway rather than a disadvantage. None of this means Rogan is dismissing McGregor. Watching that video call, it's obvious Rogan still sees McGregor as a fighter capable of chaos in the best possible sense. Someone who can turn a fight upside down with a single exchange. That's part of what makes McGregor's return must-watch television regardless of the actual odds. But being entertained by McGregor's personality and picking him to win are two entirely different things, and Rogan's actual comments on the fight kept that distinction clear throughout. There's also a professional dimension to all of this worth remembering. Rogan isn't just a fan reacting from the sidelines here. He's confirmed to return to color commentary for UFC 329 alongside Daniel Cormier, with John Anik on play-by-play, meaning he'll be calling this fight live from Cageaside on July 11th. That gives his read on the matchup more weight than a typical reaction video. He's not speculating from a distance. He's someone who will be sitting inches from the cage, watching in real time how McGregor's reflexes and power actually hold up after 5 years away, and his pre-fight comments reflect someone who's clearly thought through the stylistic matchup rather than just reacting to hype. It's also worth remembering how unusual this buildup has been compared to typical McGregor fight weeks. The video call itself showed flashes of real respect buried under the trash talk. Holloway closed the exchange by telling McGregor, "It's all love always, Conor," even after minutes of back-and-forth insults. There was even a lighter moment when McGregor briefly stepped away from the call mid-conversation. "He left because he's all zoomed up," Holloway joked, prompting laughter from both Rogan and McGregor once he returned. "I can't wait. Just show up July 11th, brother." "Oh, he's back! There it is! Yes, sir!" That kind of moment doesn't usually make it into a McGregor fight week, and it says something about how both men are approaching this rematch 13 years after their first meeting in Boston. This isn't pure animosity. It's two fighters who've built entire careers on their personalities, going at each other one more time with genuine stakes attached. So where does that leave Rogan's actual prediction heading into Saturday night? He's clearly captivated by the chaos, the personality, the sheer spectacle of McGregor's return, the same energy that had him laughing through an entire video call instead of managing it like a typical pre-fight interview. But when he lays out his actual reasoning, activity over rust, no weight cut for Holloway, the picture he paints leans toward Holloway getting his hand raised, even while acknowledging McGregor remains the most unpredictable, chaotic threat in the sport. That's the real tension in Rogan's take, and it's a more honest read than most of the reaction content circulating right now. He's not picking against McGregor because he doubts his talent or his power. He's picking against him because 5 years away from live competition is a real, measurable gap that even the wildest, most entertaining training camp can't fully close on its own. So which side of Rogan's take are you buying? The mad guy who can turn any fight upside down in a single exchange, or the fighter whose layoff makes him a legitimate underdog against Holloway's constant activity? Drop your prediction in the comments, and subscribe for more breakdowns as we get closer to July 11th.